Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel SuperDev. Today I would like to discuss about JavaScript runtime. It's a very important concept in programming, in JavaScript programming, and I think that all JavaScript developers should know it and understand it. So what is JavaScript runtime? Well, it is an environment where we can run and execute JavaScript code. So this environment provides the tools and the API to run JavaScript programs. So let's imagine like a rectangle being the environment, right? Like to add a shape around it. The most used runtimes are browser, like Chrome or Safari or Internet Explorer, Firefox, and so on, and Node.js, which is more suitable for server side. Now, the runtime handles aspects like memory management, execution of the code, and provide the APIs to interact with the system, like file system for the backend developers, they know this, FS, or network operations, both in browser and Node. The first element important here in the JavaScript runtime it is called call stack. The call stack is a data structure that keeps track of function calls in a JavaScript program. It works under the principle of LIFO, meaning last in, first out. When a function is called, let's imagine we have a function sum and the declaration of it. So when this one it is called, it's added on top of the call stack. So it's added here in this case that the call stack is empty. So coming from the top is going here, right? The function sum. Now, if this function calls another function called add, then this one it's added on top of this one. Okay, so as I said, last in, first out. The add function is executed and it's removed from the call stack, and then the sum is executed and removed from the call stack. So once a function is executed, it is removed from the call stack, and the control goes back to the function below. Call stack help JavaScript engine to keep track of where it is in the execution of a program. This is very important because it's kind of like a guardian of where the program is in terms of the execution. Another element very important, another part, is the task queue or callback queue. Yeah, let's just add it in here. So this is task queue or callback queue. Yeah, let me type here task queue. This one it's basically a virtual space of queues that holds tasks like timeout, callbacks, or other async tasks. An example would be when an async operation completes like set timeout. Yeah, probably you already know about set timeout. When this one completes, its callback function is added to the task queue. The one that keeps the things in sync, I should add some arrows in here, is the event loop. The event loop is very important, has a major role, and it's a fundamental part, a mechanism of JavaScript runtime that allows it to perform non-blocking operations, even though JavaScript is single-threaded. So his role is to continuously monitor the call stack. So it's constantly watching the call stack here, right? So let's try to draw it underneath. So we'll have like here the event loop. We have here the call stack, and here the task queue. So event loop is constantly watching the call stack, and task queue to ensure that they are in sync and that the tasks are executed efficiently and in the correct order. The point is not to block the main thread. That is the main idea. So because JavaScript is single threaded, we have the first line of code, the second one, the third one, and so on. If we wouldn't have this runtime, if one of the program a function or line of code, it will take like 10 seconds, it would be nice to still continue running the program and coming back later when this function is completed, coming back later here. So this trio takes care of that. That's why when we do a network request, we can do other stuff in the meantime. And lastly would be the web APIs, which are provided by the host. In case of the browser, we are talking about set timeout, XHR request, meaning the network requests, set interval, local storage, very important, DOM and the CSS interaction. JavaScript can interact with the HTML and the CSS. And as I said, the storage, local storage and session storage. Okay, so this is in a nutshell JavaScript runtime. This is what happens when we execute code in a browser. For example, we have this trio: call stack, event loop, and task queue, and then we have the web API to interact with the browser elements. So event loop is keeping those two guys in sync, and web API gives us access to HTML, CSS, network requests, and other functions, tools like set timeout or set interval storage, and so on. I hope this tutorial cleared the things for you in what regards the JavaScript runtime, and please leave your comments below if you want to discuss more on this topic. Thank you.